All right, today we're going to look at another way of representing data. This is called a stem and leaf plot. Now, stem and leaf plots are good for multi-digit numbers. So if we've got 2-digit or 3-digit numbers, they're a good way of representing those. You don't tend to see them very much if you only have 1-digit numbers. So basically, we break our numbers up into a stem and a leaf. So our leaf is always our last digit, and our stem is our first digit, or if it's a 3-digit number, it's our first 2 digits. Let me show you what I mean. So here I've got the number 98. So I'm going to put a 9 in the stem and the 8 in the leaf. Okay, so I've written the number 98. The stem is the first digit, and my leaf is my second digit. Cool. Now I'm going to go across and I'm going to do my next one. But instead of writing another 9 in here, my 9 is already in the stem. I only have to write it in the leaf. So I put a comma and put a 9 there. And the way you read stem and leaf plots is by going, this is a 9 and this is an 8, so that makes 98. This is a 9 and this is a 9, so that makes 99. Okay, so I've done these two. So that one's done and that one's done. Now I've got 91. So I've already got a 9 in the stem. I don't have to put it again in the stem, but I do have to put it again in the leaf. So 1, so that's done. Now I've got 87. So I'm going to put my 8 in the stem and a 7 in the leaf. Okay, that one's done. And then I've got an 80. So I've got an 8 in the stem and I need a 0 in the leaf. Then I've got 71. So I need a 7 in the stem and a 1 in the leaf. Then I've got 108. So your leaf only ever has the last digit. So I'll be putting 10 in the stem and an 8 in the leaf. Then a 3 to make 103. Then a 0 to make 100. Then I've got 113, so I need 11 in the stem and 3 in the leaf. Then I've got 94. Now, I've got a 9 already in the stem, so I just need to add a 4 here. Then I've got 76. I've already got a 7 in my stem, so I just put a 6 here. Then I've got 98. Okay, I've already got a 98. I just have to put another 8 there to show that 98 happened twice. If I don't put a 98 there, it's like that score didn't exist. Okay, so that one's done. And then 121. So I put a 12 in my stem and a 1 in my leaf. Now, this is basically a draft stem and leaf plot because it's not in the correct order. So yes, I've got all my data in here, but now I'm going to draw a new one to fix this up because they need to be in order. Now, I'm only showing you the multiple steps, but I'm only drawing a draft one with you so that you can see how they work. Hopefully, with some practice, you will be able to go straight from the data to our final stem and leaf plot. But for now, if you need to practice, it's fine. Draw a draft stem and leaf plot and then fix it up and put everything in order for the new one that we're about to draw. Okay, so this is our draft, like our practice one. It's not our final stem and leaf plot. So let me draw a new one over here, one that'll look nice. Okay, so I've got my stem and I've got my leaf. So first I start by putting my stems in order from smallest to largest. So I might use this colour. So my smallest was 7, then 8, then 9, 10, 11, 12. Cool. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write each of these numbers in the correct order next to their proper stem. Okay, so we'll do 7 first. So it goes 1, then 6. They're already in order. So perfect. I'm going to cross those out because I've already done them. Now I've got 8. So my leaves for my 8 was 7 and 0. 0 comes before 7. They're done. Now let's do our 9s. Okay, so I've got 8, 9, 1, 4, or 8. So 1 comes first, then 4, then 8, then 8, then 9. Okay, so 9s are done. Now let's do 10. So 8, 3 and 0. So 0 comes first, then 3, then 8. Okay, then I've got 11, it only has 1, it's got a 3, and then 12 has a 1. There we go. So this is our proper stem and leaf plot. The things that we need to be able to do with stem and leaf plot is to recognize that only our last digit in our numbers goes into the leaf section. So if I had the number like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if I had the number 12,345, these first 4 digits, they would be my stem, and my leaf would be my last digit only. So super important that you remember that it's only ever your last digit that is your leaf. Okay, so we also need to make sure that we put all of our data in, that we don't ever miss them. So if we have 2 8s, that's perfectly fine, but you don't want to have doubles in your stems, but having doubles in your leaves is fine. Also, we need to make sure that they are in order. So until you feel confident with stem and leaf plots, it's perfectly fine to do a draft one before you do your final one, because they do need to be in order, both going down here in your stem and also your leaves need to be in order as well, from smallest to largest. Yeah, cool. So that is how we do a stem and leaf plot.